it's 2:35 in the afternoon. Okay. Which is a 7. Okay. 2:35 is a 7 underneath the 6. 5 and 2. You know, when I looked at 6436 here and I said there's a 7 in between, there's 6s here, but look, there's a 7 and a 7 and there's a 7. So the 6s are always kind of around the 7s. But, you know, it's a decent hour. So this is, just want to show you the similarity between the Vitruvian Man and the cellular energy device. How you're squaring the circle, and it has, you know, has a lot to do with pi. Okay. And 007 is the negative space for the 15 point, and then the 15th step would be the creation of the 42, the answer to everything, which eventually is pi. Which is that. Which, really, if I always say 4T2 and everything's backwards, wouldn't it be 240? So maybe 240 is the time. Anyway, if you can't see how a 42 is a 3858, you might be a little slow. 58 is a 13. A 13 is a circled 3. A circled 3 is a 4. 3 and 8 is 11. 11 is a circled 1. That's a 2. The wheels keep on turning. Okay, guy. Last night. Here. Last night I actually circled the sword for my buddy. You know what he was wearing? He's wearing a shirt with cell. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Right? And it had flies in it. F-L-Y. F is the 6th letter. Y is the 25th letter. 25 is a 7. L is a 12. F-L-Y is a 6127. That's really close to 7716. 6127. What if that 2, you know, is a 1-1, and you have a circled 7, and then a circled 7716. Circled 7. Anyway. So he was wearing a shirt with a fly with basically 3858 on it. 3858, but it's a wheel rotating around an axle. It's like an épée in fencing, where it's like to shield your hand. It's like a disc, not a line, like a broadsword. So that you got to think in and out of the plane here. Anyways, that was a random synchronicity. The thing I derived yesterday was on my buddy's shirt. Like, I don't know what to say about that. But, no, I'm not done deriving it, guy. I just realized that, what did I find? What did I find? I found my left hand. It's the hand of God and how it connects to, I'd say, a body and arms. And it shows you where X marks the spot, maybe X marks the spot, and these two are connected. Because where your hand goes. Your thumb would attach where the fingers are, and then it would go down here, I guess. Or no. Yeah. Sorry. Down here, I guess. So if these are connected... oh, it is connected. Because it came first. Ooh, okay, wait. Because there's your intersection right here. It's included. 2143 is included. It goes from 6436 up to 2143. It skips these 3 and goes to the X and goes to the 7 and goes through and then... So it's all about the path. And if that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, like I was saying. 26 is 2 13s. 2143, if you split it twice and put it in a bubble, it's 13. It's 26 in creative, which is 2 13s, which is, like, you know, all over the place. I don't have it here, but it's on the other sides of the X. Why am I going on about this? Okay, literally, what have I created? I've created the hand of God and put it on an arm of a torso, where the seed would be. And it's just a bunch of layers, okay? It's like, it's gonna grow, okay? I didn't do a whole side yet. I didn't bring the linkage over. And this is the Armageddon side. This is the whole this stuff. I was looking at it earlier. This stuff. There's 7 vials cast in Armageddon, okay? But you have to understand that a 1 is a 4. Once you understand the hand of God and this 1x4, how 1 is a 4, but there's actually 7 ones in a 5. 1 by 5. It's a lesson of math. And once you understand, like with kids, going to 26. So this intersection point is first. And then you go up, and then you make this intersection point second. And then you're doing a whole bunch of craziness. And then when you go here and back, this is when you make that third intersection. So it kind of goes hand, thumb, fingers, and rest of knuckles and hand. I should be using this hand. Okay? I didn't like this drawing is incomplete because it should have the finger of God. Like it should have the fingertip of God. Like from a point of view. So I really should have that going down, continuing, because that's the sticky out. There's a 1x2 sticky outy bit that I always talk about, and that's here. It's very important. It's the 3455. It's kind of needed to make a proper heart, I would say. But I was just looking at all these circles. I was like, how complicated would it be to recreate this? And I'm looking at like, why is this 1x3 circled? Like, at one time I had this circled. 5511L. Well, L is Roman numeral for 50. It's also a 12. It's beside an 11, but also it's like sharing a 1x2 with another 11. So maybe it's a 1, 1, 1, 2 plus 50, which is 55, and it kind of balances. But because of all those derivation steps, maybe that's the reason for like the extra 55s. I'm seeing different ways of decoding stuff, and it's all just synchronicity and math. And here's my birthday. You want to see my birthday? It's my birthday. Read it from God's left to right. May 10. Okay, it's already in a bubble. It has a bubble at the beginning with a circle. It's the start of a bubble. Maybe it circles the month. Maybe that circles the May 10. Because you always say like May 10. How about this way? 1980. Oh, 6 and 1. But there's a space. What happens with my notation? I said if the 1 is beside the 6, it's a circled 6. And that 6 is plus 1, it would be a 7. But if there's a space and you circle it, that 6 is a 1x6, and you use a 6, and that becomes a 12. 12 is 1, 2, and if you're reading it backwards, it goes 1, 9, 8, 2, all circled. Don't worry, that's my buddy's birthday. He was born on August 27th, 1961, and the only number left over is the 1 here to encircle it all. So we always joke about how old he is, and if the Earth is this old and he's this old, and I'm a 42. See, I'm a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to make mine, but he's a 1x5. But maybe that's just a 1 in front of a 1, so it's your 5 to 1 code. It's a 5 cells as a 1, and the 2 is just the knowledge of a lot of stuff. But who's older, the Earth, him, or me? He's actually 58, and if I'm making a 42, then I'm actually making a 3858. So, guy, it's the sword, and it's the sword and the stone. I can't emphasize it. No, the one thing I learned about this is, look, it's a 5x5. After all that, I created a 5x5. It's very interesting. I always talk about 4x4s, and I know that's a 5x5, but it's not really. We found a new 5x5. That's pretty neat. And look what's in the middle. Infinite. Look how that looks. It's the sword and the stone. Look what's at the middle. The edge, the tip of the sword. You can't pull a sword from a stone. This is the second way I've drawn this. You cannot pull a sword from a stone. It's a paradox. It's a math gag. Okay? You know the Foo Fighters album? I think their debut album? Doesn't that look like the album cover? With that weird gun for the Foo Fighters? Or how about Han Solo's blaster? Or countless other things. I can finally see the gun. I know they like to reference gun a lot, but that looks like a blaster or something. It's all about looking at things from a different point of view. There's another gun. Seeing guns all over the place, great. That's fantastic today. Like all the guns. But there's a lot going on here. I'm right about all this math, and if you don't follow me yet, and like I don't care what you think about reality, I really don't. So don't share it. Like I don't care what you think. And if you're not on my wavelength and you don't hear music, like last night on CBC Radio 2, man, if you look at the play logs from like 1 a.m. till about 2:30 a.m. Wow. They weren't really hiding it too well in plain sight, I'd say. But like, there are ways of hiding it in plain sight. The color and the shape. I know it's not that album, but... So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that this needs a little bit of revision, and it's basically, you know, we found the hand of God, and which is my hand on my left, I guess, and it connects to an arm, and this has been done before by Da Vinci, so it's not like it's a big deal. But I know it's transposed onto the left hand of God, or my right, and there's an Armageddon code, because if this purple line here of 1, of 1, of 7, of 13, of 110, of 2143 actually means Armageddon, now you understand the 7 vials and the 4, because you need to know this 1 by 4 to really get things shaken. The Jupiter-Saturn duality paradigm between the other galaxies and the stars in our sky. You need to get the Earth, guy. Lightning bolt, guy. So, you know, whatever. I don't know how to talk about this without being like a little kind of dramatic about what it is, because it is what it is. And it isn't anything else. There's your sword in the stone. I can't believe you had a shirt with Fibonacci. It's Fibonacci. This is Fibonacci. You want to talk about nature and creation without Fibonacci? And you speak? Don't. I'm sorry, I'm not being an asshole. I don't care what you think. I don't have enough time to tell everyone how wrong they are about how they think, because you're all wrong if you don't think this. And I know that I'm pretty sure that there are those who do. So, yeah. Wow. What a couple days, eh?